Hello. All right. We're live and welcome. This is part 7 of the add types to enquirer streaming. And off the screen, I will keep continuous adding some types and then before the stream starts. But now let's get back to it. So here, I have already, since the last time I already added the, finished up the confirm, and then right now I'm working on the password. The other way around, I did the password and then now working on the confirm. So the confirm, I'm almost done, just missing 2 functions over here. Interesting, there's a for is false, asking for a boolean, but we'll take a look. So this is a is true function, and let's see if this is true function is being used and being defined and used at the base class, the boolean. The boolean is the class that the boolean prompt is the class that the confirm prompt inherit from. So confirm inherit boolean. So you see this is nothing here. The only difference is have some initial value set up. So the is true and is false will go to the boolean type. So the thing is what I have done is that the confirm extend from boolean, nothing over there. And then in a boolean, it has some extra functions. So those are the things that I want to add in. So first, this has a is true. Right, it's optional, and then it takes the input, and I assume this will be J and N. Why it is J? That's J. Oh, here J. Initial J, default J and N. I see. So the input is can be boolean or a string, and then the return value is boolean, and the same thing for is false. Okay, so that will take care of it. So this is the only place that I have defined it is false. So this is okay. So yeah, we're pretty much done. So the question, one more thing is here for the boolean prompt, as this is true and is false function itself. And clearly that function is not typed. Right, so I can type it over here. Like that. Right, but I'm not going to add everything. Maybe let's also maybe check the is value. Let's see. Value is already here, which is okay, but it's typed any. This makes sense to be typed any. Change this to all right. So let's just run the test. The test should always pass in terms of the functionality because we have not changed any of the actual implementation. The only thing is the type. So running it show us that there's a problem over here because the Boolean type, the Boolean prompt now is not only really just accepting a question of Boolean, it has some extra stuff. So I'm going to do the same trick as in the others. And that would fix the problem. All right. No, it's confirmed. Hold on a second. Interesting. The music is the same. That's okay. Visible. All right, as you can see, it all passed. Nothing there. Let's see, this is a string prompt. And this extends string prompt. Let's adjust that. And then the format, just make sure that this format is a regular one, return a string. This format over here doesn't have format. And then this format returns string. And this value t is really a problematic one. So let's take a look. This is a function, so right, this is expecting a value to pass in, but clearly here it does not. If I go to the string prompt, this is expecting that one, same, and is okay in this regard because well, I don't have test. I don't know what's the behavior for the string. Well, yeah, this is optional for string. So that's actually another problem that we just identified. And so while we're at it, let's organize this a little bit so that we know we miss anything. The edge go over here, reset, move cursor, MNOP forward, P, IJK, well, P, paste, F. Right, so we're good. So now the issue is the format is optional. Return a string. Okay. And this doesn't seem to upset any code. so I'll keep that, keep going, and make sure that it builds fine. All right, it builds fine. Add type for. All right, child process. This doesn't have anything. Interesting. So in order for it to work, let's just also need to convert it. Import from path. All right. So yes. And then this is support. Autocomplete. Okay. Now the autocomplete, likely this looks like the array prompt. Let's double check. This extend from select. So with that, what else is name is missing, but require in type choice. So it seems like even the name is optional. Okay, where's this suggest functions comes from? Oh, this is a new function. All right. So this one have this function, and it have a few more other. Move cursor, we already have it, which is fine. This is from the string prompt. Dispatch, we have it. Space, we have it. But this one taking a param. Why? The base class, I don't think it would do anything, as you can see. This append the character, space and append. Yeah, that's a bunch of issue. Let's put a comment over here. And this return complete, return a promise. So that's the signature. The output is still fine. Just that this take a right. This will be in trouble here. This is not expected to be empty. If the issue is this, if this is not multiple. So it can be undefined. But the issue is this. Now you can see that it violated the base because the same thing, the same comment I made here. Somehow sometimes these things show up. Let's read it now. Okay. So to make it compliant, make it optional will do the trick. And this is a problem in the original code. So I'm not going to fix it right now. And this is a question to the team, the package author. Okay. So the append is fine. Delete and all those should be fine. Delete forward, yeah, I already have it. Complete. Nope, complete is new because this is auto completion. Promise of something void. Okay. So suggest no such function. Well, that's where I gets me to here. This type is a string. Input is a string, so I'm not going to find that. Choices would be this dot choices, and this is properly just choice class, and this filter will return an array of choice. So I would assume it's return a array of choice. Is there any promise going on? Haven't seen any yet. Right, and as the name suggests, that's the case. And so as we are doing that, where was I? Select is use the array prompt. Right, and then the array prompt use this array question and say it accept. Of course, this guy need to make it optional. Okay, so that solved this pointer. Just double check. This is different. So going to add that in. And again, it's not really compatible, violating this scope substitution. And this is even worse because the The base type is returning a promise, and this is not. The return type will follow just like other. The return type will follow the base type, which return a promise for string. While the input need to make them. Although that is a bad thing to do. Right, that is a bad thing to do. In this case, well, the functionality is okay because this is not calling any base class, so it's not crashing or anything. It's just that the signature is confusing. Because now, well, essentially you are throwing the inheritance of window, throwing the list of substitution, open close, all those out of the window. But well, that's the current situation we are facing. Unless a solution to that is don't do class at all. Just get everything into interface, and just implementing interface and overriding that. Let's see. I'll need to skip. I need to do that later on, not now. Just want to give it a try. Can I do this? Nope. Yep. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So because of that, even like this won't help. So the good news is that it is not really used in the test. The bad news is, yes, this is not confirming. And I can't really type this as is. Just say fix this. Okay, and then we continue. We're going to add more things to it until we are done. So this autocomplete take a choice function, or maybe saying the choice can be a function. See, yeah. So the base choice question was not it's not a function. This choice map, this choice, all that stuff. Nope, it doesn't mention anything. So I'm guessing is the base class who is handling it. Probably not here. So it seems more like in the array. Probably should be at the constructor. And choice, yeah. And this, calling this to choice value. Calling this to choice items. Item is a function, then it will return. So yeah, it's the array. Which will return this or that, and then my guess it will also accept promise, because over here it's doing an await and all that. So let me just add that in. So this format equals to this dot input. So the format need to have no. Format need to have a context. And what is the context? Is it the object? Even you spelling this doesn't mean anything. It depends on how it is being called, right? So is this object or it is the prompt? So that's this kind of question is one of the reasons nowadays I typically move away from classical inheritance and just doing function composition. Right, so because I don't want to deal with this, and when you're looking at a code like this, you don't know what it's actually trying to do or what it will be doing. So for that, we need to take a look at the format function, see if this this is option.format though. Over here, it doesn't mention anything. And so let's take a look at the base class. So this is also not doing anything regarding that. So go to the array. And then that property can no, I don't want to guess. So there's no format over here either. Right. So this have to go all the way to the very base class format. This we call this, but this format we need to make sure it is coming from the option. Of course, we can also actually just run the test and try it out. I think that is a better solution. Right. But as an exercise, we want to take a look at the code and understand. So this set the options to this option property, and then that's it. And then this call this set option, get the prompt, and then prompt out option, is that right? Yep, prompt out option. If it is not, it's kind of ignore, it will add it to it. So when it adds to it, I think it's also bind. Yeah, bind to a prompt. So that this is prompt. So with all that, now, yeah, this is prompt. Then, because I override it. Here. No, is it here? No, not here, not here. Autocomplete. Array question suggests you get this array question. this, the function definition is correct. And here is okay. The question is this a mistake? Is this a mistake? So that's what we're going to find out. Very likely you don't really need it because the format, the code should pass that information to this, right? So I assume this is really just a mistake in the test. Can we mark this as only? Let's see what do we got here. Oh, I haven't finished. Yeah. Just ignore that, and then we will come back to here. So the value, push value, array question. We don't know what the type is. Same as the result. So, but over here, we can see it is expecting a string array. So let's say this is a string array. So this will suggest a choice. And well, we saw that it can be undefined. No, hold on a second. Is over here, this can be undefined. Right, you don't have to pass them in. But in here, it's actually, then you would expect it to be defined. Of course, well, the reason is because these are be filled in with these default values. Right, this find, get the input and get the choice. So this is never undefined. So that is the correct type. So this is okay. And then the choice message. This, I think it could be an error for the test. This fixture is like that, and then I guess inside it would pass, get the string, get the message, fill it. So I would say very likely it would be okay. So but let's take a look. What does it actually have? What does it has? So it's the same thing over here. It's all like that. I can make it saying it will always be there, but we'll see what's the result. So over here, you have this delete function. And then this return a complete, which is promise void. Is this the, well, you can see this is a bit messy. Forward. We have this complete. Await return. Okay. Suggest for the former. I think we're done with those. Get back to here. So this is the same issue. And then this suggest is actually a sync. So this is saying can be promised. Turn a choice array. Would that fix the problem? Guessing that's the problem. What is this? This is suggest, and that. The parent can be optional. This is saying, let's see. Two choices is not defined, is defined at the base class. It's not here, right? This parent, it is saying it can be optional. So this pass this parent into this two choice function. So it's optional. This is undefined, and then it will calling this two choice, and this is optional also. Let's see how it is being used. I think that's a bug. If it is optional, it is undefined. You define parent as undefined. Well, maybe it's okay. If not, yeah, this is optional. So it means the array prompt two choice. This is optional, and this is also optional. So if that is choice has a level, does it have a level? Because I just saw the parent saying it has a level and it has an indent. Have this level indent path. I don't think the parent is a choice. I feel like the parent is a prompt. But the issue is I don't see it's being used anywhere. I don't see it is being used anywhere. So I'll keep it as is for now. Two choices. This is a string array. A string array. This. Oh, okay. So because this is 1 second. This is saying this two choice. This should be an array like that. And then this saying this find can be undefined, which I don't think that's what you really want. So, and then now this state, say it has this hybrid property. The string or undefined. Again, for key press, we do assume that it will be a key. It won't be empty. So very likely this is just somehow assuming the message will be there. So that further differentiate what's the input choice and output choice is, right? The input choice, a lot of things can be optional, but internal after it process and stuff and then save it in the property, in the choices property, all those things will be filled in. Supposedly at least. So instead of doing all this, I really feel like, because the tests are passing, right? The tests are passing, and in the case like this, you can see that there's no not necessarily having the object created correctly. And this is really just getting a list of string. So because the test is working correctly, so then we can reasonably assume it does do this properly. So that get back to the type pass question. I can separate the two. I don't know which one will be filled, which one will be not. Seems like at least the name and message will be, but the hint, disabled values, this likely will not be filled in. And I don't want to create a wrong impression that it will not, that they are filled in. So I have to separate the two. Because if I'm using typescript, I can use something called a require pick. So port export type C equal to require pick, and then pick the choice options, and then saying, oh, I want the name and the message to be required, while leaving the others alone. Required pick. But since I'm not pulling in that library, I have to separate this into two. So hopefully all this still works fine. Let's see. Let's take a look. That's okay. That's okay. This okay. This is already processed, so that's okay. Array prompt, this is okay. This is okay also. All of these are okay. So this question is using this where it is. Seems like that's the only place, right? It's using this choice input in the question. So the input in will use this option, which has everything is optional, while over here they are not optional. So I think I'm good. Message. So let me see. So we can fix this. 2, 3, all of that. Remove. Okay. Yep. All of this have been removed. Using this. Right. So this is getting berry, strawberry, all that. And then what if I remove this? I guess this doesn't change anything. Yep, it doesn't change anything. So it's just this. So we don't need to deal with that that case. Okay. All right. So we're done with autocomplete. Right, the child process, nothing, not even need to mention. It's just converting the file to TypeScript. That's it. Almost there. Multi-select, I want to leave it to the end. And so let's do toggle. Get the support. We need the toggle. So all this get away. The support is actually not being used. Hold on. Yep, it's not being used. Right, let's change the background music. Using toggle. Oh, nothing. Okay. Oh, a mistake. Back. Okay, pass. Oh, before that, this is a boolean prompt. Right. So I'm not going to do a change because the test is passing. Type for toggle. So by the way, so that shows one thing. To me, having a high code coverage is very, very important. Getting to 100% is almost just a basic requirement, because you can see that the type I'm adding in, for sure there will be a whole bunch of problems, but we are not catching them because we do not have 100% test coverage. If we have that, we will able to get much better type created. But right now, we just continue to do this to finish everything so that we can improve the types. Sort it a bit. Why? Okay, I have assert. I can this and then support. The timer next click is not being used, and then over here getting multi-select. Prompt. Sort it. Okay. We are in business. Hmm. Hmm? Yeah. Okay, so this is an array. Well, as multi-select, I would guess, well, select. So that solves most of it. So this has a map. It's a prompt. So where is the map get defined? Not here. Array prompt. Here. It was defined at the array prompt. I do have it. Do have it already. Prompt any. So is this guy. Okay. Let's see. So now problem is here. This that just describe the base class, and actually what it needs is the current class that's using it. So we will need to make that as a generic and default it to that. I'm not sure about validate. This is likely the same. E. And then in the I cannot infer myself. So the base type there's a lot of hole in here right now. Let's go to the array prompt first. So the array prompt need to be defined a t. Yeah, because over here, this need to be an array, and over here we need to define p. Stands form of t, and so the same thing stands from value. Now is answer. Should I define them, or because it's not really being used outside, so I'm going to propagate that. This is this is outside. This is being used outside, so this is where I want to define the default. And here, damn it, the all those issues will start bugging me. They are incompatible. They are incompatible because these are incompatible, and then also these are incompatible. Okay, so we hit that key point now, that we start having the incompatibility of the types is causing us not able to describe exactly how the type should behave. So this is where I think we'll get into start doing some refactoring and figure it out how to solve all this. Right, and the same thing over here. So, well, the live stream has been running for an hour now, so I will call the stream to an end, and I will continue this on the next one. So hope you enjoyed it. So hope you learned something. So you can see we are almost there. We're getting most of the stuff. The remaining stuff are okay, not too complicated. And now we had hitting this issue. So in the next one, we will be going to solve this problem, hopefully once and for all. And hope you enjoy this and hope you learned something. So if you have any suggestion and feedback to this format and this streaming and the content and anything related, feel free to leave it in the comment and I will definitely check them out. All right, have a nice one. Bye-bye.